So guys, let me show you how to store palm oil here in the Republic of Benin, or how I store my palm oil. This is about 300,000 worth of palm oil that I just bought, which is approximately $500. And I just want to show you how I store my palm oil. I've been doing this business for the past 7 years. Now I've been doing these investments for the past 7 years. It is not palm oil supply business. It is palm oil storage investment. Now, how it works: you buy the palm oil in season and sell it when it is out of season, meaning you buy it when it is in abundance and the cost is low, and it is always certain during the month where it gets scarce. And you can make up to 70% return on your investment. Of course, if you live in the city and you have a background like mine, this is something that you will always be doing, and I've been doing this for the past 7 years. Now my parent also did it, so I just take over, or I'm just taking through their full step. So I just invested about 1 million francs CFA in palm oil storage business this year. That is what I do almost every year since the last 7 years, and I want to show you how you can store them and make sure that they did not spoil before the time comes. Now recently, one of my American friend just decided, oh, she has also lived in Nigeria and she has heard of the business and it is something that she really wants to do. So we decide to open a cohort for every other person who is willing. Of course, depending on where you are, it is not cheap, and one of the requirements is that for the first cohort, you have to come to the country to see what we bought on your behalf for yourself. So this may be somehow challenging for some other people, but for those who are really serious, who are interested in Africa, or starting a business, or relocating to Africa, or visiting Africa, or building some kind of passive income in Africa, and more importantly, helping local producers, is something that you can actually do. The next people it is for those who are from the Republic of Benin, but they are based outside of the country and wants to invest here. Of course, they cannot come back, but they have friends and family here who can visit our store. Now this is where I personally store mine, and we are likely going to be storing it somewhere like this. Now you will ask how safe it is. Like, this is my community, this is my father's house, it is 100% safe. Yes, so we are starting the first cohort, and if this is something that you want to join, you can watch other video I made concerning this palm oil trading business, or palm oil storage investment, or a way of multiplying your money. And now guys, I can tell you as a matter of fact, I never made less than 20% return on investment for each 9 months that I do this particular business. And not only that, it never made me a loss. It is almost certain that the palm oil is going to increase wherever the season comes. So just watch me as I do this storage, as I store them properly, and exactly how I did it, and whatever I have to tell you at the end of the video. After taking them out, as I just did, the next step is to lay down something that will lift them off the floor. Now, you can actually use a carpenter to do this. Yes, if you are doing it at large scale and you are doing it more and you want to do it multiple times, of course I have 40 gallon, and of course I have different village, so I store some in one and then the other in another place, if depending on where is closer to the village in which I went to get it. But of course I have facility that can take up to 400 of this gallon. Now, if you are doing it at large scale, you are definitely not going to, if you are doing it at a larger scale, you are not going to be using these gallons. Of course, you use drums. So after doing this, we lay down what we know as bomitan here. Of course, you can do you can use you can do the wooden one, or you can use what we call bomitan here, and then pull your stick under and lay down bomitan on it and place your gallon on it. It is your gallon or your drum must not be in contact with the floor because of rain. Of course, we have raining season here where it rains very heavily. So you have to put these things into place. Of course, I will still show you the process how I did it here. So guys, did you see what I just did? Exactly how I stored it. Yes, that is how to store it efficiently. Not to spend too much on flooring and everything. Of course, if you are doing it long term and you don't want to be doing this repeatedly, for instance, it cost me only 5,000 CFA to just store it here. And of course, the cost of building this place is different, right? But the whatever I just did for this 25 and is going to be there for the next 8 months or 7 months, it is only 5,000 francs CFA, which is less than $20. I know it is unbelievable, but that is what it is if you are doing palm oil storage business with us. It is a way of saving your money. It is a way of doing a risk-free investment. And more importantly, you are also helping these local producers in many ways that we'll be discussing in other webinar. Now, making money, managing money, and multiplying money in the Republic of Benin, palm oil storage cover them all, and more importantly, it is a totally risk-free business. If you want to participate, whether you are in the Republic of Benin, you are based outside of the Republic of Benin, and you can actually afford to join any of our cohort, send us a message using the number on the description. See you in another video.